Okay, everyone, I'm gonna say I was wrong about who would win. I was honestly wrong. Now, what does that mean? It means I'm a big man. I can see where I lost, and I'm not so petty that I'm gonna stay away from you two or ignore that he lost, that Gaara lost. Or also, so that I'm not a fanboy who's just gonna keep bitching and going, oh, Gaara should have won. There is one thing I can say, and this one I brought up a pretty good point, is why he didn't use the, sand to get inside her body and manipulate her like a puppet. Why didn't he do that? That's the one thing I have to ask. One thing. Because that is a good point. Why didn't he do that? They didn't explain why he couldn't do that or why it wouldn't work. That's the only thing they did not explain or do. That's it. And to be fair, that's one thing. Everything else they did explain. They had a point. She's got decent reaction speed, and all she needed to do was react to his attacks. Block his attacks, and attack his defense, and attack him from underneath everywhere, causing Gaara to say, fuck that shit, because the sand usually will protect him from attacks. It'll protect him from everywhere else, but underneath, which it kind of did show in the fight, which, even though the fight's usually not to be taken seriously, this one time it was actually a good idea for it to be taken seriously. Moving on. Even though that happened, that means he had used the sand shell or something. So Toph can get in close and force him to use the sand armor. And once he started using the sand armor, his stamina is shit. Even I knew that. I knew that. I was saying she wouldn't force him to use the armor. But I was proven wrong. Because she has superior control over the elements they're using. So she can weaken his defenses. So she can force him to use his sand armor another way. I thought she wouldn't be able to force him to. That was the only way I could see her winning, was if she forced him to use the armor, which would make him lose his stamina at an alarming rate, and too alarming that he would not be able to guard or protect any of her attacks eventually. No, definitely not. Gaara is one badass motherfucker. It just comes down to who has superior control over changing the elements and controlling them. And surprised to say, Toph has won. Now, I will also like to mention one other thing. One, if Kishimoto had put Shukaku back inside Gaara during the last movie, I would have had to call, wait, what about that? What about that? And also, no, that is not outside help as much as if they ever do Aang, and if you him having Ra inside of him. It is confirmed it was inside every avatar, so it's because it was inside Korra and Wan, so Rava is inside Aang as well. So that. Also, if you, the dumbasses who like to say, oh, Ichigo will destroy Naruto. Two things. One, I'm pretty sure Don Konichi that bit that smuck from the show, from who has that his TV show thing where he hunts spirits and makes them go away. I'm pretty sure if he can see Ichigo, when his special attack and most powerful attack that required him to hold his arm out, shoot a tiny ball of energy, and then he gets tired. You know, I'm pretty sure if he can see Ichigo, Naruto can see Ichigo. No way that, and I'm sorry for going on that mini rant, but I wanted to bring that up. Because here's another thing. His plateau wouldn't be considered outside out. Neither would his hollow. And they're their own separate entity. Separate entity, or who else? What about Master Chief's luck? Maybe you could cry, oh, so it's canon to the story that he's a very lucky person. Good point. But then you could say, what about the Stratos heroes? Option A's, option B's, and option C's. And especially since Yukaku is, I think would be attached to Gaara, so you kind of would have to keep both of them. Moving on. The last thing I want to say is, if Shukaku had been sealed inside, he could have won. Because, A, even if she could redirect his mouth because of his body being made of sand, he still has the tail beast bomb, which she cannot manipulate because it is pure chakra, not stand. So when it hits, big explosion, killing Toph, or from the explosion, or a direct impact if she cannot manipulate Shukaku. And then there's air beast, but then there's the air bullet. But that's you could debate back and forth on whether that one would be able to kill her. And I'm not gonna get into that debate. I will say that the tail beast bomb would have been able to kill her. Tail beast bomb would have been able to kill her. But good fight, Toph. I can admit when I'm wrong. The only thing I'm gonna admit, good fight, Toph. She won fair and square. Nothing. The only thing you can complain about is maybe why didn't they use the sand puppet thing? That's it. Okay, guys. Thank you, and have a great day.